thing, and I don't remember all of it. I'm going to try to do it off the top of my noggin.
Yeah.
Humans, Horcrux, Andalites, Yerks, and Taxons. If you managed to get some earbuds in, welcome, folks, to the Wonder Yerks for your Animorphs reading and occasional rewatching needs. Yeah, that's the one. I'm Blair.
And I'm Satah.
A, sorry for being a week late. Sometimes life be like that. B, Sarah had to bow out this week, but I think we will have enough energy between the two of us to, make it work.
Yeah, I believe in us.
Things tend to get a little wild when it's us.
I'm also right now feeling the energy of, I'm currently sitting on the floor of the living room of my childhood home that I grew up in. Mm-hmm. The audio is probably going to be super whack. There's very little that I can do about it. But yeah, I'm sort of I walk in here and I'm immediately oh no, I'm 16. Time to just lose my entire mind. So, I'm just slowly channeling that. So that should be a really, really good vibe to sort of go into this episode with.
Yeah, I'm thinking there are worse books you could talk about with that sort of energy.
That's very true. Yeah, absolutely.
I just want to say before we get into the show, I've also been you've been driving all day. Traveling all day. I've also been driving all day because I had so many interviews today because I'm let's just schedule them all in the same day and get them over with.
Oh no.
No.
It's no, I understand the impulse, but it's oh no.
Yeah. One of these jobs is bound to hire me, so I might as well just do it now, right?
Uh-huh.
No, don't do it now.
Now.
I did do it, but I don't want to ever go into a car ever again. Mm-hmm. At the end of it, I hit a curb so hard, my life flashed before my eyes, and I'm I shouldn't be driving anymore.
Oh no.
I've maxed out on driving for ever.
That sounds about right. Just combined with all of the other regular driving you're doing.
Yeah.
That's no good.
Yeah, I'm going to have to turn it in. That's fine.
Yep.
Life is like that sometimes. But we read a book this week.
We did. The book 20, The Discovery.
Mm-hmm. The first book.
Yes, Sarah has been hinting for a month now is the start of sort of a Buck Wild arc and experience. I can see that.
Yeah, I was there's just something about that not even wasn't anticipating any of this at all. I was there's something I was nah, this is always going to stay the same in each book, but no. But it's exciting, yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited for it just because this is I've said a few times before, I didn't read the entire series as a kid, but I did read quite a bit of it.
Right.
This is not an aspect of it that I remember at all.
Oh, sure.
At all.
Mm-hmm,
So I'm going in completely without just blinders on. I have no idea how this is going to unfold and what's going to happen, and it's kind of thrilling.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because if I recall correctly, it's only a 3 or 4 book arc.
Yeah.
So, and I'm trying to fathom how this could possibly resolve in any way, have it be its own standalone arc that doesn't constantly interfere with later shenanigans.
Right. I'm the kid has to die, right?
Right. That's what I'm thinking. I don't want to I wasn't going to say it, but yeah, the kid has to die.
That's very much, I was reading this book and it's kind of just I feel we're going towards our first major kid death because, I mean, that's, I guess, yeah, that'll make a little bit more sense, I guess, when we start talking about the actual book. But yeah, it's very wild. And may I say, just if we're taking a look at the cover, the second image here.
Oh, yes, let's.
So we have Marco who's transforming into a snake. Mm-hmm. And I'm a very, very big fan of the second last one where it's closest to snake because it just looks like a snake wearing a tube top.
Yes.
And I feel I've seen that fursona.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, totally. So usually we say that the third one is the least pleasant.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the second one is the least pleasant because he kind of looks like he's made out of wax.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
It's uncanny valley extremely. But I do appreciate in the third one. So this is a picture of Marco with his hands in his pockets, and his hands continue to be in his pockets once he's like got a tail and stuff, which is really fun.
Can we point out the mysterious collar of his shirt that's like not quite like a crew neck, but not quite a turtleneck?
Uh-huh.
I don't know what that is. It's like he had a turtleneck and then he was like, turtlenecks aren't cool, and he like cut it and then just like folded it in.
Yeah, totally.
Which is a bold...
1998, baby.
1998, baby.
We were making all sorts of choices.
Yeah. Yeah. Looks great. Long sleeves, you know?
Oh yeah, nothing quite like a long-sleeved t-shirt.
It's true. It's good. It's a good look.
It is a good look. God damn it. Tucked into some jeans with a nice belt going. He looks snazzy. Very snazzy.
Yeah.
That would be the word I would use. This book opens on the most peak Marco trying to be into women thing ever.
It is... Like, I'm sure that I've said Marco's behavior is egregious before. This is above and beyond. Like, so he walks up and he's trying to flirt with a girl and it goes badly. And he talks about another time he's flirted with a girl where he tried to flirt with her by saying, wow, you're so good looking, you could be a boy.
And I'm like...
And it's like, Marco.
Hey, buddy. Hey, Mark.
Marco, bud.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you want to have a conversation about this, or
right?
Do you have some stuff you need to work through, or?
It's to the point where like it was 20 years ago, and I'm so certain that it wasn't on purpose. But it's so much that it's like, how could this not have been on purpose?
Right. Oh my god. I also want to suggest replacing the theoretical social concept of compulsory heterosexuality with just being egregious.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that theory has legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a positive twist on the whole situation.
That's so great. Be like, oh yeah, I don't know. In kindergarten, I like married my best friend. It was pretty egregious.
I love it.
Yeah.
We're like the best political theorists that are existing right now.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
That's just factual.
Yeah, just incredible, like noteworthy living philosophers. Just constantly turning the political landscape on its head. It's brilliant.
Yep. Our upcoming book, Nothing is Real Except for Death, Love, and Podcasts.
Death, Love, and Podcasts, baby.
Baby, yes.
So Marco sees a kid with this blue box, and did we not know that the Esquivel device was called the Esquivel device before this book?
We did not. That is something that you and I retained from the fact that Sarah knows this.
That's so funny. I guess that I just sort of transmogrified the word into the first book when I was reading it. Based purely off the fact that I'd heard you two say it on the podcast. Okay.
The fact that it's in our actual sign-off, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay, that's so funny because I was like, why do they keep just calling... Because Marco basically sees this kid walking around with this box, the box that Elfangor had that gave them the animorphing powers, And he's like, wow, he's got that blue box, that weird blue box. And he goes to his friends and he's like, wow, that kid has that weird blue box. And then Axe is like, y'all talking about the Escafil device? And everyone's like, qua? And I was like, wait.
That's exactly how it went. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, and Marco's spilling spaghetti the entire time. He's trying to like get this box away from this new kid, David.
Marco, enemies to lovers.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's so good. Yeah, he goes up to this kid and he's basically like, where'd you get that thing? And David's like, I found it. And Marco's like, cool, can I have it for the button in my pocket? And David's like, no. I'm gonna go to class now. And Marco's like, just sort of screams inside of his own mouth and runs to find Jake.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
Too many boys. Just surrounded by them. Yeah. Yeah, so Marco tells Jake about it, and they decide to take care of it, I guess. I don't know. It's like, what do they do in a situation like this, you know?
Right. They sort of like, they have like their gang meeting where they learn that it's called the Escafil device. And also, Mark calls Axe's body fabulously strange, which is like, Marco, I think, okay, Marco's books and Cassie's books are my favorite because they're both equally egregious. It's so true. Like, it is above and beyond. I love it so much. Mm-hmm. It's great. It's so great. Mm-hmm. And essentially they all talk about how they have this, they decide they have to do something about this Escafil device. They decide to go steal it from the kid. And Marco goes on this long rant where he's like, I used to worry all the time, and then I wouldn't worry about certain stuff, and now I've learned that anytime I'm not worried, I should be worried. And I was just like, oh, anxiety.jpg. Like, yeah. You're like, oh, I feel great. Why? Oh, no.
Therapy.png. Yeah, come on.
Marco. And there's, like, a lot of Burger King name dropping in the next couple chapters.
Gotta get that sweet, sweet King money.
I guess so.
Mm-hmm. The King has deep pockets.
Yeah.
So they happen upon, or, like, Eric the Chi happens upon them, I guess. Mm-hmm. And he's like, hey, I've got news. It's bad. So basically, there's this group of like government officials and of like 5 of them, right?
Yeah, like a conference of world leaders. There's like the prime ministers and presidents of like a bunch of different countries. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he's like, at least one of them is a controller, and I don't know.
We don't know which one, which seems wild to me.
Yeah.
Like, how do you have good enough intel to know that one of them is a controller, but not which one? I mean, I guess you could overhear people, like, gossiping, like, in the Yerk pool or whatever, but it's like, okay, fine.
So, which is, I mean, it's bad news from whatever angle you go at it, but it's especially bad news if it happens to be, like, I mean, from their perspective, if it happens to be the president, because, like, they're super fucked.
Yeah.
Specifically. So they're like, okay, now they have 2 gigantic problems on their plate.
Yeah.
And I'm at this point and I'm like overwhelmed with how much garbage they have to deal with.
Yeah.
You know?
I had to keep reminding myself that it was part of like a 3-book arc, because I was like, how these books aren't very long. How are they going to do this in 1 book? This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I was actually like, I think I was like 75% through this book, and I was like, we haven't even reached like a rise, like a climax, or even close to one yet. Like, things have just happened, and I'm like, oh, there's more. But also, I was like, you know, like the action usually takes up at least half of the book. So I was like, where am I? What's going on here? You know?
Yeah, I have to call out this one very good part of when they're all hanging out at Burger King, which is that Marco and Rachel arm wrestle.
Oh, yeah.
Because essentially they all draw straws, and by draw straws, I mean they buy like a large fry and then bite one of the fries in half, and I'll draw fries to decide who is staying back to protect their clothing and who's going to go steal this thing from David. And Jake's like, should we really send Marco and Rachel on a mission together? Because they're both nuts. And then Marco and Rachel arm wrestle over who is crazier. Rachel kicks him, and Marco's like, Jake, Rachel cheated. Jake. And Rachel's like, yeah, I did. I won, though.
Yeah.
And they're like, fair enough.
Like, she won on all grounds. Yeah, absolutely. God bless her. Okay, during that part, all I could think about is how unpleasant it would be to hold several fries in your full-ass palm.
I know.
For, like, an extended period of time.
And, like, what are they doing with the fries after? Okay, this is actually probably a really good character analysis. So, somebody's holding just a palm full of fries. All the kids draw a fry. Who eats the fry after they draw it, and who, like, throws it away? Obviously, Marco eats it.
Obviously, Marco eats it. I also think Cassie does.
Yeah, she wouldn't want to waste it.
Yeah. I would say Jake does. I don't know if he would care that much, but...
I think he'd just do it absentmindedly and then be like, oh, ew.
Yeah. But Rachel discards it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she throws it at someone or something.
Oh, for sure. Oh, yeah, she doesn't discard it in any sort of polite, conscientious sort of
like,
way.
Flump.
Yeah, exactly. At Marco, probably.
Probably at Marco.
Yeah.
Also, this is going to seem very petty because it is, but they describe Tobias coming in to land on the R in the Burger King sign. Mm-hmm. There are 2 R's in the word burger. I know it doesn't matter, but it's like there are letters that there's only one of. Why not choose one of those? You chose one of the only
B or
2.
The K.
Yeah, or the U. Even the E, the I, they chose almost one of the only letters that there are 2 of, and said he lands on the R. Why?
I love you, Satah.
It's just one of those things. I literally probably read the sentence over like 7 times because I was just like, no. It's like complete nonsense. But it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah. I know that you skip over the morphs generally, but the morphs in this book are actually really good and disgusting. Okay. In a fun way. So essentially, the kids all pile into these bathrooms. They sort of separate. Rachel and Cassie go into the one bathroom, and Marco and Jake go into the other. And
oh my god, I did read this one. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah. Because Marco starts to transform into a bird, and his bones just stick straight out of his hands. Mm-hmm. And I was like, hell yeah. I just really liked that a lot. And Marco's like, ew, ew, ew. Which makes me so happy. It was just a really good one. But Marco's only about halfway through this particularly good bird morph when people start, pounding on the door, being like, hey, are you kids like doing drugs in there or whatever? like what the fuck are you guys doing?
Right.
And Jake like throws a sweater over this half bird, half man boy, and is like, this is my little brother. I'm helping him go to the washroom. And one of the managers like, what's up with your little brother's face? And Jake just starts like fake crying, and it's like, they don't mean it. And it's just like, I think they say that he has a condition called like beakomania or something like that.
Yeah.
That makes him look kind of like a bird. It's like, okay, why not just let him keep morphing into a bird and then put the sweater over the bird and then carry the bird out instead of pretending that this half man, half bird is his little tiny baby brother. I guess it's...
Okay, what I'm thinking is, like, what answer could that security guard possibly have expected / be, like, satisfied with to a question like that?
Yeah, like, what the fuck is up with your little brother's face? Be like, you're right, we were performing experiments in your bathroom.
Right.
Like,
You're right. I have the ability to transform from a human being to another animal, at will.
But only in fast food chain bathrooms. That's why we're here.
I mean, almost canonically, it seems to be the case.
That's true. It reminded me, so in high school, I was in this film class, and we had to film a scene where somebody threw up in a pizza bathroom, and we were explicitly told we were not allowed to film in this pizza. And so we just kept sneaking camera equipment into the bathroom, which, like, you know, in retrospect, yeah, that's weird for like a bunch of 14-year-olds to be like, hello, we're gonna film in your bathroom now, goodbye. But it's like the thing where it's like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna be like, stop. Leave. And I'll be like, no, my script is very deep and it does have mindless self-indulgence in the trailer. Thank you.
Oh yeah?
It sure did. I spent so long in Adobe Premiere making all of the text hit specifically on the beat of a mindless self-indulgence song.
Oh, you sure did.
I still would.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you would. Oh, yeah. I've seen the video content you put out into the universe.
It's really good.
Yeah, I know this.
So they go and they break into David's house as birds. But Marco basically flies in this open window and knocks over the thing that's holding up the window, so he's just trapped in there. And there's like a whole bird kerfuffle. Rachel like smashes through the window as an eagle. There's like a pet cat that is trying to attack him. David comes home and he has a BB gun, and they're all, okay, my dad's tablet is just going to keep screaming at me because I don't understand. My dad is 76 and apparently understands how to use this tablet. I don't know how to make it not make noise. I tried.
There's something about tablets, I think, that are only, it's the one technology that's only accessible to people over 40.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I feel like maybe it's that I expect it to be too technologically advanced because it's like this like Star Wars ass data pad thing where I feel like I should just be able to like touch it and be like, no, and it'll stop. But like it's not. You still have to like do buttons and things.
Which is the worst.
It's just bad. It's no good.
Yeah.
And yes, as they're all escaping, Marco flies past the family room, and his only thought is, God damn it, I'm missing Buffy.
Oh, I love him.
Which makes me so happy. Of course he loves Buffy.
Right?
Of course he does.
It's because he's gay.
It's because he's gay. Oh, his crush on Oz would be just... He's kind of a Xander. That's mean. I love Marco. Buffy is good.
Oh my god. One of these days I'll watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get both you and Sarah to watch it eventually.
Can we start like a gazillionth podcast where we rewatch Buffy?
Hell yeah.
That's what we need in our lives, right?
I can't watch anything if I can't make content of it.
Right.
The next day at school, they find out that David has fucking Craigslisted the Escafil. David and Marco basically meet in line, which, this is another very stupid complaint that I have. Marco complains that the cafeteria smells like something that's dead. Because, cafeteria food. And then he describes 3 different vegetables that he thinks it might be, none of which smell alike, in my opinion.
Refresh my memory what these 3 vegetables are.
I know, it's like green beans, Brussels sprouts, and cauliflower or something like that.
Nothing alike at all. Cauliflower
alike.
Smells like cabbage. Not cauliflower. Brussels sprouts smell like cabbage.
Yeah.
Green beans smell like green beans.
Yeah. And cauliflower, I don't know, has a distinctive smell to it.
I've never
like cauliflower.
I've never smelled it cooked, but raw just kind of smells like a plant.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where I was just like, those things don't smell alike.
Marco doesn't know what he's talking about ever.
That's true. That's canon.
You can't blame him. He's just an idiot.
Yeah, he makes a joke at one point in this scene where he says casserole is French for slop, and no one laughs.
Oh my god, it's okay. So David is a bitch, but
yeah,
it's so fucking funny how he just like kind of just doesn't laugh at any of Marco's jokes.
No.
And not even like rolls his eyes at Marco's jokes, but just doesn't react to them.
Yeah, I think it's especially funny in the context of like later in the book, Axe makes a comment about how he's trying to understand humor and react to it appropriately. And we have this just like contrasting human who just like is like, what are you talking about?
Right.
And Marco's just like dropping everything, just like dying. He's like, I don't know how to communicate with you if you don't laugh at my jokes.
Oh, yep.
Which is like a mood, Marco. I get it. But yeah, basically Marco like starts to freak out and is like, this kid. At this point, I'm still not sure if David is like a yerk plant or something, or like if something is suspicious about him. Turns out, no, he's just an idiot. Where he was like, I don't know, I listed this box, I described all the symbols on it, and I'm gonna sell it to somebody. And Marco's like, fuck,
he's like,
god damn it.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
And then David asks him to like, doesn't he ask like, bodyguard me on the way home or something like that? Yeah,
he's like, I don't know anybody else. You and I exchanged 4 words yesterday, so why not be my backup?
Yeah, which I feel like is okay new kid thesis, you know?
Yeah, that's fair enough. And I mean, Marco did express some sort of interest in the device. So I guess, like, sure. Yeah.
Sure.
It's legit. It just added more fuel to my, like, David is gonna kill him. Like, because I was like,
kid murder!
This doesn't make any sense. This is where the kid murder happens, this book. Oh. Yeah, it's not great. And there's this weird thing where, like, Marco's like, well, did you tell this random Craigslist person where you live? And David's like, no, I didn't want them to break into my house and rob me. I have a timed email sent out that'll like, when I'm on my way home from school, it'll send them my address. And I understand it was 1998. Actually, no, I don't, because in 1998 I feel like we were more secretive. I'm like, you're giving someone your home address?
Yeah, okay, because these days, you, like, if you're gonna get something from Craigslist, you go to a neutral location.
Yeah. And, like, I think, and we are, like, way more lax about our identities online now. Like,
for sure.
People, like,
if someone doxed me, I would not blink an eye.
No, honestly, I'd be like, yeah, I could have tried harder. But, like, I remember the change when it became, like, it used to be a big ass deal to know your online friends' real names.
I know, I remember that too. I remember being in chat rooms on anime websites. That's when I made my first online friends.
Totally.
And nobody knew my real last name and I didn't know any of theirs, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, yeah.
And then they found out I was like 12 at one point and they were all like 20 something and they were like, oh no, and I'm like, hey. I have no barometer for how okay this is. I'm a child.
Yeah, absolutely. Chat rooms were very wild for that kind of thing. Yeah, so it's just like, David's like, yeah, I don't know, I sent a stranger my address and I'm gonna sell him something. And Marco's like, cool, so that's Visser 3. I'm gonna go round up my gang. I will hang out with you later. He, like, goes and finds Jake. Jake is... I don't know why I found this so funny, but Marco tells Jake what's happening, and Jake swears loudly in the middle of class and just gets sent to the principal.
It is so funny.
And, like, Marco's like, hey, Jake, so David's like selling the Esquivel device, like, and Jake's just like, fuck. And his teacher's like, Jake,
let Jake say fuck.
let Jake say fuck. He needs it. He deserves it more than any of us.
Right, exactly.
And then Marco waits to tell Cassie and Rachel until they're together because Cassie, quote unquote, has a calming influence on Rachel.
They're girlfriends.
Yep, of course she does.
Hey, Capelgate, you fucking coward.
Yeah, come on.
Let these girlfriends kiss.
Right? Lord. Mm-hmm. And and then basically everybody's kind of finding their way out of class. Marco goes to find Axe, and this is where Axe is like, oh, that's a joke. I'm trying to learn about human humor and respond appropriately to it. And it just, this is possibly a thing that only you and I will get, but it just reminded me so much of Valencia in Crazy Ex-Girlfriend being like, oh, was that a joke? I don't really like humor.
She is my favorite human being ever. And then later, like in the season, she's like, yeah, I'm starting to like get into jokes or whatever. And I'm like, I'm obsessed with you.
I love her so much. It's such a good character trait.
It's so funny.
Watch Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, by the way, everyone. Please. Just like in Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, they break into somebody's house.
It's all Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Yeah,
toe to tip.
Everything is. Okay, I actually love this house, this particular breaking and entering, because Marco just sort of toddles up to the house and is like, oh, the door's open. And Axe is like, yo, don't. And he's like, why? And then the alarm starts going off, which I guess is possible. I feel like maybe it's just modern alarm systems that like your door has to be locked to, I don't know.
I've never had an alarm on my house.
Yeah, me neither.
Or anywhere I've ever lived, so
yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. So basically they're breaking into David's house to try and stop this email from being sent, and Marco basically was like, hey, Axe, you can sort of do whatever you want with a human computer, right? And Axe snort laughs at him and is like, yeah, totally. And Marco's like, okay, can you though? And Axe is like, okay, are you trying to insult me or what's happening? And so the alarm goes off and they're trying to get to this computer as fast as they can. And Axe is described as skittering wildly on the linoleum. Because of course he doesn't have any grip because he's got hooves. And I had to stop reading for a moment. First of all, because Axe, my son, but also my real life son, Gerald, who has so much fur growing between his toe beans that when he runs in a kitchen, he can't stop.
I have a Persian.
Oh,
and it's a similar problem. He just goes.
I've been away from Gerald for 5 hours. I miss him so much. So they go into this room, and then David's dad, who has been described as a spy, comes home, and he turns the alarm off, and he's basically answers the security company being like, no, don't send anybody. I'm a fucking cop. Yeah. I've got it. Mm-hmm. Axe transforms into a cockroach or something. He turns into something small and he hides. Oh, he turns into a spider and hides. And Marco hides under the bed where there's just a loose snake.
Which doesn't seem healthy for the snake.
It isn't. That's the thing.
You can't just have a free-range snake.
You can't. They have to be in climate-controlled things. You can't just let a snake sort of go around your house. Unless it's the jungle, which it isn't. It's a house.
It's super a house.
Yeah. And it's, for some reason, it takes Marco several minutes, or so it seems, to understand, because this snake is threatening him. Mm-hmm. And Marco takes 3 hours to be like, oh, I can acquire the snake.
He's the dumbest boy alive.
He's just not. And this morph, when he morphs into this snake, is so good. Mm-hmm. Because, first of all, he describes the feeling of all of his organs just coming loose and starting to like jiggle around in his body.
Horrible.
But most importantly, all of his body transforms before his head. So he's just got snake head, snake body, Marco head, full-size human head on snake body.
Tube boy, tube boy, tube boy.
Which I'm like having a fit picture.
Boy who is a tube.
Boy who is tube. Oh, he's been so many types of tubes. He's been shitty gray tube flapping around in goddamn ocean. And now he's been this tube. Oh my god.
Are you having an attack?
A little bit. Also because my mind just tried to make the segue. Speaking of tubes, internet tubes, the internet series of tubes, the email sends anyway.
Yes, yes. You did a great job, and I'm super proud of you.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and this is basically the beginning of the big action, but it's a very wild one. Because it starts off with David's dad, who is a cop, coming in with his gun out. Marco eats Axe, and then Axe is like, excuse me, did you just eat me? And Marco's like, maybe. And then realizes that even though David's pet snake has had his venom sacs removed, he's venomous because he's built from the original DNA. And so he's like, oh, hey, Axe, how are you feeling? Did I maybe bite you when I ate you? And Axe is like, I don't feel so good. And Marco's like, well, fuck. Makes himself spit Axe out, which is not something that comes naturally to a snake. And then because Axe has been poisoned, he has to start to demorph. And David's dad is like, what the fuck are you? Marco tries to de-escalate
just a tiny alien on the ground.
Yeah. Marco gets shot. Axe cuts off the cop's finger. And then Visser 3 shows up. It's
a shit show.
Yeah. Also, did you know the word Gugos?
No.
It's said in this because during the fight, at some point David arrives. During the fight, Marco was talking about how all of David's shit is getting knocked off of his desk, and he says like his action figures and Gugos, and I was like, that must be a misprint in the copy I'm reading, and I looked it up, and it just means shiny things, and I was like, Marco, please do tell me where from learned that word, please.
He's the dumbest boy alive, but only in, like, specific ways.
That's true. He does seem like the type who would hear a word in a TV show or read it in a comic or something, look it up,
and then
go,
say it all the time.
That's a cool word. Yeah, and absolutely say it all the time. And he'd be like, oh, you don't know what a Gugos is?
No, Marco, no one does.
I'd be like, no, exactly. Oh, it's...
Fuck.
Okay, Marco.
Fuck Marco.
Yeah, and there's basically just a whole bunch of fight. Several times they describe how David's bedroom just doesn't have the right amount of walls anymore. David jumps into the fight to try and save his snake, so I kind of forgive him for just letting it roam. Because at least he clearly cares about it. I don't forgive him. Take care of your animals. But, yeah. But then his snake is Marco, and Marco's like, hey, leave me alone. I have to say...
So stupid.
Like, I love every single time Visser 3 morphs, like, into an alien. Because it's always something new and always something so fucking weird.
Yeah.
And it makes me so happy. Mm-hmm. He turns into, like, a big ol' thing with, like, a mouth on its belly and, like, fingernails that it can shoot. Mm-hmm. Or something.
Yeah, no, it's something like that. I'm trying to find the name of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's in this, but yeah, it's like so crazy.
A lot is going on. I like couldn't follow it. I like wrote down bullet points just to be like, where are we?
Yeah. I know. I mean, this is the most madness I think has ever been in an Animorphs book before.
Honestly, I think that's true because it's the first fight where everyone involved, where first of all it's the most factions they've ever had in the fight, because we've got the Animorphs, we've got Visser 3's team, and we've got a couple of humans who don't understand what's happening. And it's kind of, I feel like a lot of their other really crazy fights have been against animals or non-sentient sapient creatures. This is entirely creatures with their own free will and own agendas, who are all battling each other and all trying to find this one thing in a house, in like a suburban home.
Okay, isn't it all in like a bed?
Yeah, I think that there's like sort of a minor fight going on downstairs, because at one point Marco's like, where's Cassie and Rachel? And then he's like, oh, I guess they're, beating people up downstairs to try and keep them from coming upstairs. But all of the action we see is in one room and maybe a hallway. And it's like 3 Hork-Bajir and Visser 3, who turns into a huge alien, a cop, a teenager, a snake, and just an Andalite. And they just Marco makes a comment like, David's not gonna have a good time cleaning up his bedroom. It's bad. It's not great. All of his gewgaws are everywhere.
His poor fucking gewgaws.
Oh my god. Yeah, so a lot is going on. David tries to sort of give up the Escafil device to stop the fighting. Rachel comes upstairs as a bear and just fucking tackles him out of a window to save his life. And David's parents get yerknapped. They just take him.
Which horrible for this child. Like,
yeah,
he's a child. He's like a bitch, but he's also a child whose parents are just like everyone. The Animorphs are like, yeah, your parents are like fucked, and there's not really anything you can do about it.
Right.
Hey, do you want to like become one of us?
Yeah, it was
and it's like so much.
I thought this was really interesting. I mean, I like where it is in the series, but it's really interesting as sort of like a backdoor pilot into the Animorphs. It would make a really good season 2 kind of opener.
Yeah.
Because it's got the sort of fish out of water in David. But it's also, when you look at it that way, it's seeing how much the characters have changed. I think David, despite how much I just can't stand him, provides a really great contrast for how hard the other kids have gotten. Because they basically, they're very much like, your parents are like fucked, like they're gone. This is a war. Welcome to the war. You're in a war now. They have sort of their moral dilemma where they have like passed out David, and they're like, well, we can just leave him in this dumpster and he'll eventually get caught by the Yerks and turned into a controller, or we can make him one of us. And they're sort of all debating whether that's fair or not, because he didn't sign up for it. And they're like, well, neither did any of us.
Sure, yeah.
And it's kind of easy to forget that because they're all so like in it
now. Yeah. And any like internal conflicts seem very temporary, because it's like, how can you back out of a situation like this, Yeah,
I think it was interesting. It was Cassie's thing was brought up at the beginning of this book, where I think Marco disagrees with Cassie on something, and he's hesitant to say anything because he's like, yeah, Cassie left. She like quit for a while.
Yeah.
Now she's back.
Yeah. Under what circumstances remains unclear, but yeah. It's I hadn't thought about, like, so I was like still trying to process the insanity of the fight scene, and then process the whole David situation with his parents both getting taken.
I hadn't put the dots, like I hadn't connected the dots for how weird that must be for Marco.
Oh, yeah.
Until Marco goes into like just a fugue state and like info dumps for like 3 full paragraphs about like in explicit detail what it's like to be taken into a Yerk pool and turned into a controller. And by the end of it, he's panting and he's like, oops, just realized I wasn't thinking about David's mom when I was describing that. I was thinking about mine. And I was like, oh, shit, Marco.
Oops, all trauma.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So, yeah, it's rough. It is so rough.
It's super rough. And it's so interesting because it's like, I feel like Marco is especially like short with David about this whole situation because so David ends up having like a sleepover at Marco's place.
Yeah.
And in the middle of the night, they go use a payphone to call David's dad, and Marco is like clearly on edge the entire time to the point where he like cuts it off pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Like takes the initiative to be like, yeah, we're done with this. And I mean, to his own credit, because it's like, sure enough, a bunch of Yerks show up, or human controllers, I guess, in like Jeeps and shit.
Yeah. This is the part that I thought was so great as sort of like the opener type thing for like the next season, is that it starts to it does such a good job of showing the scale of the problem.
Yeah.
Because Marco's like, yeah, they're going to trace that call and they're going to come. And David's like, that's stupid. And Marco's like, okay, let's hide and see what happens. And sure enough, people show up. And then those people get attacked by the rest of the team. And Marco's like, yeah, they will have been like keeping watch over my house, and they probably followed us here to make sure that we'd be okay. And David's just like, what?
Right. Like, and it's just thinking about like David as this kid who just lost his parents and is still trying to come to terms with all of this, but like everyone's just like, yeah, this is life, you know?
Yeah.
Get used to it because you're part of it now, whether you like it or not. Because I mean, David could turn his back on this, but I mean, it's the same thing. Like, how are you supposed to lead a life after knowing all of this is happening around you?
Right. I think, I hadn't thought about it until now, but this is an interesting contrast as well to, what's her name? The kid that Cassie with, who had been a controller. And it's different partially because that kid was literally like a little kid.
Yeah.
And partially because it's not like they had the technology to turn her into an Animorph when that happened, but just the contrast in how they handle the knowledge of what's going on.
Yeah.
Obviously, they both have very different experiences with it, in that this kid was like turned into a controller and so sort of has like a very different like personal experience with it. But yeah, I don't know. There's just it's interesting to start. We're far enough along in the series now where we're starting to see it affect other people directly and not just in the way that they are controllers.
Right. It's not just like battles anymore. It's like human consequence, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's them realizing that they can't. I think it's part of it, like realizing that they can't be so insulated because things are getting to a point where it's becoming more and more noticeable what's happening, you know?
Yeah.
Or it's affecting more and more people, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. That's a really interesting part of their conversation where they're talking about whether they're going to give David these powers, because they're basically like, listen, if we're going to fight a war, we need to start building an army.
Right.
And it's actually Axe who's the one who's like, we're not an army. We're like guerrilla warfare. Like, we're like a little group of insurgents. This is not an army. We can't, that's just not what we are, and it's not feasible. And they make a joke about how if they wanted to do an army and they put up like a recruitment, the only people who would respond are people like Rachel. And Rachel's like, yeah, it wouldn't be great. It's like Rachel.
I love her so much.
I love her so much. It's interesting, more and more in the past few books. I think it's like the past 3 or 4 books. Everyone has made a point of saying, yeah, we're all pretty uncomfortable with this and still feel weird about it. But I think Rachel was kind of made for this.
Right. Which makes me fall in love with her so much.
I know.
Because she's not really had a lapse in like dedication to it, really. Not in recent memory, at least. She's pretty committed to whatever has to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, not to the point that Axe is, but like, you know, but Axe also has a completely different like cultural upbringing. So
yeah, absolutely.
I think were Rachel, my AU were Rachel's and Andalite. Were Rachel and Andalite, I think she would be like 50 times more gung-ho than Axe is.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah. So everyone start penning your fan fiction for me, please.
please. Putting out the call.
Yeah.
The Andalites, from what we've seen, have a lot of like ceremony to them. There's a lot of like ritual in their culture.
Mm-hmm.
And so when they kind of bring David into the woods to give him the powers, they're like, should we do like a ceremony or something? And I really expected Axe to be like, yeah, this is what we do. And he was like, I don't know. And this is where we learn that Cassie doesn't know all of the words to Star Spangled Banner, but she does know all the words to Mbop.
I love her.
I think that I even know at least the first verse of Star Spangled Banner. And Mbop has a lot of nonsense in it. I don't know if I could rattle that off by heart. No, I probably could. I'm lying to myself. But
right, this is you we're talking about.
I love just these 15-year-olds standing in the woods holding a cage of 2 birds and this alien technology solemnly reciting Mbop is such a good image.
Which took a backseat to the Star Spangled Banner, which would have been, I'm gonna argue, funnier. Can I say?
I think that's true. This actually is the beginning of a long run of weird patriotism in this book.
Yeah.
You know, like, Marco gets emotional about David being given the powers because it's like when a new American citizen gets sworn in and they were formerly wherever they're from, but now they're an American, and it's heartwarming.
I'm looking at the Wikia page for this, and it was published in July, which is America's birthday month.
God.
So
I love that. I really, really hope that was on purpose.
Me too.
That makes me so happy. Oh. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. Also, Rachel gets really pumped up because she's like, David's acquiring his first morph, and she's like, ooh, we're gonna have to buy him morph clothes.
I love
She's
her.
like, yes. She's so good.
Oh my god.
And this is where we start to get more and more hints that David just sucks on ice.
Uh-huh.
Because basically they have these 2 birds in a cage that they're releasing from the like rehabilitation clinic, and they've got like a big ol' eagle, and they've got a smaller bird, which I don't remember which bird it is.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's like, yo, take the smaller bird because it's like fast and it's gonna be like better in more situations. And David's like, I want the big one.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, well, okay, but like the smaller one will be more helpful to you. And he's like, yeah, but I want the big one.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, okay, I mean, I guess. And he's like, what? Did Jake tell all of you guys what your first morphs should be? Or am I not allowed to have my own choices in this group? And gets all like haughty about it. And then they're like, okay, man, you can be the eagle, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's like actually like a whole ass piece of shit or just like not super pragmatic, because it doesn't seem super real to him yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he's kind of treating this as like a fun game rather than like something serious with actual consequences.
Yeah, absolutely.
And who could blame him, really? Because like, as we recall in like book 1, Tobias turns into a cat just because it's fun, you know?
He sure does.
Mm-hmm.
I think I mean, I didn't like David the entire thing, but a lot of my opinions on him are absolutely colored by what happens next.
Yeah.
Which is that essentially now is when we start to get into the plot about the conference with the world leaders in the last like 20 pages of the book, maybe, probably less. They all go into bird morphs after they like take David to acquire. He goes to get like a predator morph from the zoo and a bug morph. And they all turn into birds, and they're flying off to this hotel to, like, check out all of the world leaders and make sure that they don't all get turned into controllers. And David kills a crow in eagle morph, and he says, oops, yep, I lost control of the morph. And Marco's like, yeah, here's the thing. I'm a liar. I lie all the time, and I'm good at it, which, by the way, Marco, don't know if I believe. I can tell when someone's lying. David's full of shit. David just murdered a crow because he wanted to.
Yeah.
And, like, so I think probably a lot of my opinions are colored by being like, David's a crow murderer. A crow of all birds.
Yeah.
Crows are good.
No, totally. I mean, he definitely is a little dark-sided.
Yeah.
This is definitely an omen. Also, this is an omen on top of the fact that his cat is named Megadeth and his snake is named Spawn.
Yeah.
Which I actually think is, like, awesome, but does not necessarily evoke positive feelings.
Absolutely.
You know, not strong protagonist feelings, I guess.
There's a throwaway line where Marco's like, I don't know, we don't know what type of guy he is. He has a cat named Megadeth and a snake named Spawn. And Cassie's like, oh, so he likes bad music and good comics? It's like, Cassie!
I love her.
We actually get a good run of really, like, good character moments here really quickly, where basically as they're getting closer to this hotel, they start seeing helicopters, and Tobias is like, oh, that's the president's helicopter, it's the blah 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 blah, and everyone's like, excuse me? He's like, you know, like the Air Force and like that specific type of helicopter is the blah blah blah, the president's always in it. Of course he knows so much about helicopters.
Yes.
He just knows stuff about stuff, and it makes me so happy every time.
Yes. Oh my god, because you know he read so many books.
I know.
When he was, like, alive and human. Well, he's alive. When he was human.
Oh my god, Tobias Matilda, are you?
Yes!
Holy shit. Holy shit, for real, though.
Oh my god, I love him so much.
Yeah.
I think I've said that about every character so far.
It's all true.
It is all true.
It's just all true. And then we get some incredible Cassie moments very quickly, because essentially there's this whole thing where they switch out the real helicopter, the Blade ship, like Visser 3's ship arrives, but it's cloaked, and they switch out the real helicopter for a hologram helicopter. And they stun everybody on the president's helicopter, and some of the Animorphs make it inside the Blade ship, and some of them don't. I think it's only Marco, David, and Cassie, maybe, and Axe, maybe, make it in. Yeah, Axe does as well. And so the 4 of them are inside, and they're trying to coach David through turning into a bug, which is a particularly unpleasant morph to do for the first time.
Oh, he does so bad at it,
He does so bad. And Cassie weaponizes the bad blood between Marco and David to the point where Marco's like, yeah, I've always known that Cassie, like, really understands people, and is really good at talking to people. I guess I never thought about her using that to manipulate them before.
Which I love.
Which I love so much. It's just that moment where he's like, oh shit, I'm glad you're on our side.
Yeah, right?
Because Cassie's essentially like, oh, David, you're scared of turning into a bug? Yeah, you should have seen Marco. He was so scared. He can do it. You can't do it. He could do it. He did it. You can't do it, huh? And David's like, fuck you. I could do it.
Yeah. Not before screaming, though.
Yeah, and alerting the entire Blade ship.
Because it's still, like, on the one hand, okay, why did they take him on this mission?
That's
Can I be real?
Great question. Like, just because you turn him into an Animorph doesn't mean you, like, take him onto the field immediately.
Just leave, like, someone there to babysit him.
Yeah.
And this is, like, important.
Very.
Like, the president is involved, and also, like, prime ministers and shit, you know?
Yeah.
It's insane. I was, like, as I was reading that, I was, like, thinking about that, and I'm like, they made some questionable decisions.
Man, that's so true. I literally didn't even think about it because it all happened so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, certainly the first mission you bring him on should be one of your, like, openers, like, we have to take a parrot from the Rainforest Cafe. Like, shouldn't that be, like, the first one where you're like, okay, buddy, here's how you become a cat? Like, what the fuck?
Right.
I also, I wonder if they're going to reveal one of his morphs per book, because they were very mysterious about which morphs he took.
Yeah.
Which I guess is just to, like, leave something fun for the imagination, but it's kind of, it's he's terrible.
He's just bad at this.
He's not great at it.
Yeah.
There's a moment here where they all think they're about to die, and Marco makes a very explicit reference to, like, heaven, like Christian heaven, and, like, makes a St. Peter reference or something. Mm-hmm. And Axe is like, what are you talking about? Which just made me laugh so hard, because of course, why would Axe know what the fuck Christian mythology is? Like, why? There's no reason. But just to have it explicitly called out where Marco's like, we're gonna be talking to St. Pete in a minute, and Axe is like, who? What?
Oh my god, because it's like, he's so panicked.
Yeah.
But he has to understand.
Yeah. Oh my god, earlier there's a moment of where Tobias runs into a window. Not on purpose this time, thank God. And he just starts talking about Clue, the board game. Like, he, like, gets a mild concussion and is like, Mr. Mustard did it with a pipe. And Marco's like, Tobias? You good, bud? Mm-hmm. Oh, makes me so happy. And then essentially Marco gets blown out of the Blade ship mid-chase sequence, and we've got a cliffhanger.
Yeah, just like cockroaches, just like swirling in the air. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have we have a to be continued at the end, so it's like, ooh, what will happen? It's so mysterious. How could we possibly know?
Is this is this the first, like, actual cliffhanger, or has there been one before?
I think this is the first, because these books are very episodic.
Yeah, they're very self-contained usually.
Mm-hmm. So, this is just a little mini arc, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah, so, but it's fun. I actually enjoyed the whole mini arc idea. I like consistency.
Yeah, it's cool.
Which is the nerdiest thing I think I can say.
Me very genuinely replying with, yeah, it's cool. It's, like, pretty up there.
I love when things stay the same or progress at a, reasonable pace.
Yeah, I think it makes sense because they've been getting, like, more and more. Every book has been referencing explicitly referencing events from previous books. So it makes sense that they would finally try to expand and be like, no, listen, this is serialized now. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
There just really is. There really is just a lot going on.
There's so much. Hey, that's what happens when, like, there's kid war. There's child war.
It's true.
things get a little crazy.
Stuff is just going.
I'm trying to remember. So this, we planned on, I think I said this earlier, planned on recording this a week ago. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to remember if we've sent out a questions tweet.
Yep.
So I'm just going to go find that.
There sure was one.
Oh, yeah. Here it is. All right. So let's get dick deep in some questions.
Woo!
Okay. Okay. First question from @Pidmon on Twitter. Jasmine Marsh asks, if the Animorphs were in Potterverse, were Potterverse Animagi, what would one's form be? No time limits, but one form only. Tobias is pretty easy for that one.
Yeah. I think that honestly, a lot of them have sort of their main morph.
Right.
That they do, but
they're not super practical.
Yeah.
And like, well, okay, so
I was gonna say that they're based on personality, but I was thinking of fucking Patronus because they absolutely explicitly say that Peter Pettigrew took a mouse so that he could turn off the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Harry Potter is so stupid.
I know.
I love it
my
so
god,
much. It's fine.
Okay, it's stupid in a way that like makes my brain buzz in the best way.
Yeah, I know. Read another book.
Okay, no, I wild out. We know this about each other. I wild out about like Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe once every other month.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta.
You just look. It's an animal instinct, and we are at the mercy of our impulses.
I'm trying to decide if Rachel would be a bear.
I honestly think she's so it's not necessarily personality based, but I think it says a lot about her personality that she would be a bear.
Yeah, because I was gonna say she might want to be something that's a little bit more not graceful, but like agile, maybe. Sure. But honestly, I think that she's just a gymnast because it's something cool that she can do with her body. I think that she just wants the raw power of being a bear.
Yeah.
I think she'd totally be a bear.
Mm-hmm.
Tobias would definitely be a bird of some kind.
Yeah. Cassie's a horse girl through and through, so.
Absolutely. I think the only other thing I could see Cassie being is a dolphin, and that is not a good
animal. There's one arena where that works.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, she'd totally be a horse. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think Jake would be a tiger. Either that or his own dog.
Oh, yeah.
He really likes being Homer.
Oh, I actually had such a feeling in my chest at that.
I know.
Oh. I love Animorphs.
I don't know what Marco would choose.
You don't think it would be Big Jim?
It might be. I think the thing is, I think that Marco doesn't like morphing that much.
That's true.
I think that he doesn't really care for being an animal.
Yeah.
So it's a little hard to choose one for him that isn't just completely practical.
Yeah. Which
I think Big Jim makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's practical if you want to smash, but also, again, bear and gorilla and a horse are all very big animals.
Yeah.
And tiger.
Yeah.
4 very big animals.
Marco could be a smaller monkey. Oh, he'd totally be a goofy little monkey that could do stupid tricks all the time. Yes! And everyone would be like, can you please be serious and stand on your feet? And he'd be like, no.
No! Exactly. Oh my god. Well, I'm glad we figured that one out.
Such a little Spider-Man.
Yes.
Just they're trying to have a meeting and he's just hanging off the ceiling and they're like, Marco, and he's like, I'm listening.
Oh, I'm obsessed. Next question is from @whatiscosplay. Hey, what do you think about David's combat morph being a lion? If it's in this book, so I guess spoilers. Oh. And Rachel's in the show being a lion.
Oh, Rachel would be so pissed if she knew.
Yeah.
She'd be like, fuck you, David.
Uh-huh. This one's an interesting question. Which character from Spy Kids is each of the Animorphs' faves, and why is Marco's machete?
I actually never saw Spy Kids.
It's been a grip since I've seen mine, so I don't think I can, since I've seen it myself, so I don't think I can reliably answer this question either, but I do love Marco being obsessed with Machete. I'm pretty into that. Which Animorphs would fuse Steven Universe style if they could?
Okay, I love this.
Me too. We're getting a lot of crossover questions this week, which I'm obsessed
very,
with.
very into it. Okay, so obviously, like, there's Cassie and Rachel and blah, 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 blah. I think that Rachel and Marco would fuse while fighting.
Yes. Oh no, their fusion would be so great.
It would be so good. Oh my god, it would just be so hyper.
Yes.
It would just be like bouncing around everywhere and like shadow boxing constantly.
Yes.
It would be so good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love this question.
Me too. I would love Axe and Jake.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But also Axe and Tobias.
Oh, those would both be so good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm like picturing both of them. Okay, so the Axe and Jake fusion would have to look very royal.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Oh
it
yeah.
It would be so good.
Uh-huh.
I mean, none of them have like an actual distinct weapon, so I can't really think of what their fusion weapon would be. But I just want Jake and Axe to carry like a sword cane.
Yes.
Like it's like this big old scepter with a jewel on it. That,
yes.
Like, he like whips and like it doesn't have like a cover on it. It like comes out like a knife, like a foldable knife, and turns into a sword.
Uh-huh. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god,
it's so
Tobias
good.
And Axe.
Tobias and Axe.
Just be a little science boy.
Yes, just on the smaller side, just understated.
Yeah.
I love them.
I'm gonna be thinking about this question a lot.
Yeah, this is gonna be the rest of your day.
Yeah, probably.
Next question is from at Odd Days George, who asks, this isn't related to the prompt, but what if Axe do drugs? What if Axe smoke weed? I mean, okay. The obnoxious part of me is going to be like, probably not a great idea because we don't really know how that would interact with his body. His, like, alien body, which somehow can breathe oxygen. That's fine. Why can't all these aliens breathe oxygen? Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah, it's not something that I think about all the time. It's fine.
Oh, but he has a human morph, so he can get like totally like.
He's already so awful around food.
He can smoke weed. Oh, I mean, it wouldn't be great.
He'd die. He'd eat so many chip, his stomach fall out. So, okay, even though we don't know how his android form, I feel like we must have said something like this before. Him just like, because he feeds through his hooves, him just like prancing through a weed farm and then being like, eh.
Oh, it'd be so much.
Oh my God, imagine like
Satah, it'd be so much.
Like, because he's already so like spacey, like literally talking about space. Like, imagine an Andalite stoner talking about science and like how big the universe is.
No, he'd get so high. He'd be like, I can't move my body and I'm falling through the ground. Oh. It would be horrible. We've got one question asker at Coleman who says David's a jerk, just straight up. Word. Yeah. And then last question from at Heavenly Evan, who asks, who the heck names their snake Spawn? And I think Cassie already answered this question. Someone with bad taste in music and good taste in comics. Mm-hmm. God, they're all just nerds, aren't they?
They really are, and it's so good.
Mm-hmm. It's the best.
God, I just love that Marco watched. I think there's been a reference to Marco watching Buffy before, but I don't remember. But I love that it's now like canon that he watches it regularly enough that he's like, shit, did I remember to set the VCR? Fuck, if I miss Buffy, I'm gonna be so pissed.
I love him.
I love the thought of him like trying to get the others into it, but it's just not quite their speed. Like Rachel's like, this is stupid and fake. Cassie, I think, likes her sci-fi and fantasy both very hard.
Yes, for sure.
And so she's just like, this is very goofy.
And Jake just doesn't get it.
Jake's like, wow. Cool fight. And Marco's like, fine.
He's so crestfallen, actually.
Yeah.
So crestfallen.
He could maybe get Axe to watch it with him as cultural studies.
Yeah.
Tobias might watch it.
Oh, Tobias loves it, but he's also a bird, so he doesn't like get around to it.
Yeah.
He's a couple seasons behind.
That's probably true.
Well, thank you all for listening to this week's nonsense. If you would like to support further nonsense in the future, you can do so patreon.com/fearbaiting to support this show and our sister podcast, Fear Baiting, where we talk about horror movies and stuff. $1 a month gets you early access to episodes. And you can vote on movies for Fear Baiting. That's not super important here, but, it's something to keep in mind. $5 a month gets you shout-outs, which I will do in a second. And if you have something you want us to say with our flesh mouths, you can just do that, and we'll do it. And then at $10 a month, you can, for Fear Baiting, you can demand we watch a horror movie of your choosing. So you get to call the shots of that kind of situation. So for our $5 a month and up patrons, thank you so much to Michael Kaiser, Kit, Paul Bechtel, Sophie, and the cool Sophie. We love you so much. You are the reason why we can keep doing this all the time. If you want to contact the show, you can do so at The Wonder Yerks on Twitter. I believe we have a Gmail, thewonderyerks@gmail.com. If you want to find me online, you can do so at Blair Kitsch on Twitter or blairkitsch.tumblr.com. Theta.
Was that my name?
That's your...
I thought you said...
Hey, I've had a day. I can say your name however I want to.
You know what? I'm fine with that. It's fake. Language and names. It's all not real because it's not Death, Love, or Podcast. So my name is whatever you want to be. I'm on Twitter at nudity with an EA instead of a Y. I make music as people you meet outside of bars. You can find like 15 or 16 EPs at gaygothvibes.online. And you should check out our currently absent co-host on Twitter at gayestlulu.
Oh, yes.
She's all around there, all around the town.
She's tweeting.
She be tweeting. She be just tweeting it all up.
And posting. Tweeting and posting.
Love to tweet, love to post. Just gotta put it all on the line.
Oh, we should not podcast together.
I think that this went really... I think that we're both so tired that this actually was, like, really contained.
Yeah. Okay. What else do we do? Oh, yeah. I think that's all of it.
I think that's the one thing. The full 100%. Jesus.
I'm shutting this shit down. Thank you so much for listening. We will see you in 2 weeks with Book 21, the next one in this little arc. But until then, I have been... and will continue to be Blair.
And also same for me, but Satah instead.
Yeah. And remember...
keep your hand on what we've just learned isn't called the Eskimo device.